it will turn some of your opinions upside down. Hi, my name is Kyle Gilliland. I'm assistant principal here at White House High School. The book I've chosen to recommend today is called But What If We're Wrong by Chuck Klosterman. And I know you're looking right now and saying, why is it upside down? It's upside down on purpose, because the whole idea around this book is that it will turn some of your opinions upside down. Like, that's the whole idea, so that's why it's printed in this way. A line from it that I think is most important is this beginning where it says, "We live in a culture of casual certitude," meaning we think we are right about so much stuff right now, and we just casually accept what a lot of people have told us for hundreds of years, thousands of years even. So the book tries to make the impact of saying a lot of things we think are correct will probably be proven wrong years and years and years from now, maybe hundreds of years from now, just like so many things have been proven wrong from previous hundreds of years ago. Think of like gravity. Yeah, nobody used to know about gravity. There was no idea around where it existed or why it even happened or why it would work, but it does. And so people who thought that it wasn't true then were proven wrong. Or the idea of there being a flat earth. And we find out much later on the earth is in fact a globe. And so the idea that it was 100% certain that it was flat, proven wrong. So this book goes into all these ideas of thinking into the future about as if the present was the past. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's a really interesting take on that. It's a series of essays that go through that. Just a couple of them that I think are interesting, these questions that he poses, such as, are all sports destined for extinction? We think of sports as being omnipresent. They're in our lives all the time. We watch them all the time. We participate in them all the time. Will we later on think that we should never play sports because they're too dangerous for us? Will the time come where sports cease to exist in modern culture? Right? Another one. How seriously should we view the content of our dreams? That essay proposes that maybe dreams tell us a whole lot and we just haven't figured out what they tell us because we don't know enough about the brain right now. Will we find out later on that dreams aren't just figments of our imagination, but mean something else? This one I think is really interesting. How should we view the content of television? But we find out later on that television and streaming and movies and all of these things tell us more about society than we originally thought. What about this? Is it possible that we overrate democracy? That seems insane. You have grown up and I have grown up and everybody we know has grown up thinking that democracy is the way to have all of our governments. I can't possibly think that he's correct about that we will find out that we've overrated democracy. But what if we do? What if 300 years from now there's a whole other form of government that's so much better for all people in all nations? Who knows? I have no clue. But this book tries to figure that out. So kind of a dense read, but not a really, really long read. Okay, so if you want a lot of interesting ideas and kind of deep dive into some stuff you've never ever thought of before, this is the book for you. Again, that ending is thinking about the present as if it were the past. So check out But What If We're Wrong by Chuck Klosterman. A lot of other great books. He's a really good sports writer as well, so you ever get his stuff on the NBA or college football, you'd probably like it. Great sports writer. But this one in particular kind of caught my eye. Highly recommend. Thanks.